Winter of the 1990s. A lone U. IS, Navy SA-13. Hornet cuts through hostile skies. But below, a Soviet-made Strela-10 SAM lies in wait. What follows is not just a missile launch. It's one of the most intense, Hollywood-worthy chase scenes ever to hit the screen. The Bosnian conflict had turned the skies into a deadly chessboard. NATO enforced a no-fly zone. American and Allied pilots patrolled daily, always just one mistake away from a radar lock. For the Hornet. That meant threading the needle through some of the densest air defenses in Europe.
Missile launch! Missile launch! Missile launch!
On the ground, hidden among forests and hills, Serbian crews manned the Strela-10. NATO called it the SA-13 Gopher. To the men inside this armored vehicle, it was their best chance to swat a Hornet out of the sky. This SAM isn't just a missile. It's basically a TIE fighter with unlimited fuel. And on this day, it would live up to the legend. The first Strela missile streaks toward the Hornet at over 550 meters per second. The pilot reacts instantly, pulling high, dumping flares. Each one a blinding ball of fire meant to trick the missile seeker. But this isn't the only thing. Strela's seeker ignores the decoys, staying glued to the Hornet's twin engines.
Fox flares! Climb, she's still on me!
Realizing he can't shake it, the pilot makes a desperate move. He jettisons his fuel tanks. The canisters tumble earthward, exploding in a fiery bloom. For a moment, the Hornet vanishes behind a curtain of flame. One missile down. But the Serbian crew isn't finished. They send up another 2 missiles, now hunt the same Hornet, their plumes carving white scars through the Balkan sky. The Hornet twists, climbs, dives. Every maneuver bleeds speed. Every second brings the missiles closer. For the pilot, it's like being chased by knives that can think. In reality, Strela missiles don't chase forever. They burn for just a few seconds, then glide unguided. But make no mistake, a well-aimed shot leaves a pilot with only seconds to live. The second missile loses lock, spinning away. But the third stays true. It closes the distance. The pilot throws his jet into high G turns, straining against his harness. His blood drains, vision tunneling. He dumps the last of his flares, nothing works. The Strela explodes just feet behind the Hornet's tail. The blast shears metal, tearing the aircraft apart in a bloom of fire. With fire licking at his wings, the pilot pulls the handle. An instant later, parachutes bloom against the black smoke. Both aviators descend, alive, watching their Hornet spiral into the hills below. Hollywood loves to exaggerate. In real combat, missiles like the Strela don't weave and chase forever. They hit fast, hard, and often with no chance of escape. During Desert Storm, Strela-10 downed A-10s. In Bosnia, Serbia forced countless others to abort. One of the most famous cases, OS, Air Force, Captain Scott O'Grady. His F-16 was brought down by a SAM over Bosnia in 1995. He survived 6 days behind enemy lines before rescue. That's the reality behind the Hollywood chase scenes. But the fear, the flashing cockpit light, the screaming missile tone, that's all real. Ask any pilot who's seen it. Those seconds stretch into forever. The FA-18, Hornet, America's workhorse of the sea. The Strela-10, Soviet arrow of the battlefield. One born to strike, the other built to shield. Their clash in Bosnia reminds us, the duel of sword and shield still defines modern war. Unrealistic, yes. Unforgettable, absolutely.